and welcome to the kitchen. My name is Rachel and I thought I'd do a little video, a little warning if this helps one person not to go through the week that I've had. So, someone's going to install your boiler. First of all, they should assess it to assess your gas pressure. So they look at your gas meter, they assess your gas pressure to make sure that your new boiler is suitable and you have enough gas pressure going into the house. Okay, simple. Okay, so now some of you that already watched my channel, you're thinking, oh no, she got some dodgy builder to put a boiler in for her. Not at all, not at all. My husband may be a builder, but no, we went with the most the obvious choice. The obvious choice, let's say. There might be future videos about this. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on a scale of 1 to 10, how grateful I am that it's finally been resolved or not. So anyway, there might be more videos. I might name them, but let's just say they are probably the most famous in the country. Boiler installers, whatever you want to call them. Let's just say that. We won't even give you their initials. You know, we won't say the colour of the vans. But anyway, so lovely man comes around, does the assessment, get this boiler, lovely. You got an installation date, okay, which was last Wednesday. Boiler got delivered on Tuesday. Installation date Wednesday. So Wednesday, sitting in the front room for about 4 hours with the dog, took him out for a little walk. I'm thinking, I can hear the guy hoovering. I'm thinking, all's well, all's well. Oh, he's been joined by a colleague. My boiler, my old one, is in the driveway. And anyway, so this colleague, he calls me, knocks on the front room door. I'll come out. I can feel that the boiler's working, right? So I know that the boiler's working. I can feel that I've got radiators, you know, very lukewarm, but I'm thinking, oh, you know, it's nearly done. I've gone out in the kitchen, all happy. I've made him a couple of cups of coffee during this time, given him Jaffa cakes, but left him to it. Fine, no problem. He says to me, well, we've got an electrician coming. He has to wire it all up and everything. So, oh, fine. But we've got a problem. You haven't got enough gas pressure. Oh, turns out I had to have all my drive. So my drive got dug up. Our road got dug up. I had no idea what the neighbours must think about all this. Luckily, we live on a bus lane or a route where there's a bus that goes through it. So they've tended to the road because now I have got, finally, after 5 days, so yesterday, so for 5 days I was without heat, hot water. Quite wound up. My husband's so laid back. He says, he'll be all right. I don't know why you're getting so upset. I'm like, so upset. I'm freezing. All right for you, mate. Valentine's weekend, you're away in Derby, stay in a Premier Inn. But oh no, there's me at home in the cold. Anyway, luckily I've got a son that doesn't live, well, half-hour drive. So, you know, but I was able to shower around his a couple of the days. On the Sunday, I was going to go swimming because my husband went in and obviously away. And I was going to go swimming. I thought I'll get a shower in the swim baths. I'm not going swimming. I'm just going to use their shower. But it was pouring with rain. So I ended up making a bath with loads of kettles and hot water, you know, from the saucepans. So anyway, fun and games. Finally, we had someone, and all these people do different jobs. So like the boiler people, So, and the guy that ripped out the old boiler, which was working, funny enough, so that's another thing why I'm really annoyed with these people. They do a service. I've got a home service plan with them. They service the boiler every year and they come out. I pay, I've just had the latest invoice from them, £271 for the year. So they do an annual service and then they'll call out if it's not working. That will be invalid now, that 271. It will be a lot less because I've got a boiler with them, and a now fully functioning working boiler, also enough gas pressure to service it, but that's something they should have done first. So anyway, right, this is getting this off my chest. I don't work, see, so I can't chew someone's ears off at work and moan about it. Everyone I know, I've done videos on it and sent it to them, like, you know, in a private WhatsApp message and things. But yeah. So, boiler, basically. Last time the guy came, he'd serviced the boiler, and it always seems to be the same guy, very nice man from Wales. He serviced my boiler. And then anyway, come out, so I had a problem. He said, you've been having a lot of problems with this water. We've had heating, but the hot water keeps going hot and cold. I wonder why he never checked the gas pressure, whether the gas pressure was sufficient. Maybe that's so now I'm thinking I've got a brand new boiler, which is now working, thankfully, after all the digging. I've got a brand new boiler, but maybe I didn't need a new boiler in the first place. That was always the problem, the gas pressure. Luckily, all the digging in the road and everything, someone's come, they've put a gas box outside our house. They had to put a great big pipe, which they actually wanted to do, they suggested doing in the house, which would have meant this pipe. When they said about pipe, I thought the pipe would be like that. The pipe is like that. So looking at that pipe that led from our front door and then somehow got under our stairs into the cupboard, anyway, basically, two people didn't do what they should have done. The bloke that come to assess our boiler should have sorted out the gas pressure. And then before the engineer ripped out my old boiler and put in my new boiler, he should have checked the gas pressure as well. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking, like, am I entitled to compensation? More than likely. But will I get these guys into a lot of trouble? More than likely. Shall I just be grateful for the heat that I now have and just look back on these last 5 days? Just think, oh well, worse things happen at sea, and just do what my husband done and just say, oh, don't get, get over it. But anyway, so the work got completed by the lovely people at Wales and West Utilities on Saturday at 5 o'clock. And I'm thinking, am I going to get the man from the boiler company, let's say that. I had to stop this video because I actually named them. Shall I get them? Will they come out and commission my boiler? And I thought, well, I think they finish work at 6. I bet they don't work on Sunday. But I had, like, their manager's mobile number. So text him, heard nothing. I had the guy that put the boiler in the first place, had his mobile number. Text him, nothing. So I thought, I'm going to have to wait till Monday, aren't I? And then Monday, straight away, I get a message. But the manager, he'd left a number. So, okay, I phoned this number up. 3 options, not one of them if you've got a problem with your new boiler installation. It was like, well, if you've got a gas, if you could smell gas, phone this number. Anyway, it's all been a bit of a nightmare. And I specifically wanted a boiler put in by, company that I knew I was going to have no problems with. And basically, they've cocked up big time. So now I'm just like, enjoying going back to normal because it's cold. You know, it was too cold to even like clean the house or anything because I had no hot water, and so yeah. So it's nice to actually be clean, to be in a position where I can clean the house. I haven't got to keep going out, running out in the road, making cups of tea for everyone. You know, I'm not that they expected me to, but when people are working on your house or on the outside of your house, digging and that, you know, you feel like you should offer them a nice drink. I mean, one guy, he was outside our house from 9 o'clock in the morning through to 10 o'clock at night, and that was on Thursday. And the other guy had finished his shift and someone else joined him, but he did all that time and there's no portaloo set up. So even my husband said, I wonder where they go to the loo. And I said to him, I felt like saying, if you want to use my loo, you know, you can come in and use it. But then that's a bit of an embarrassing conversation to have with someone. You know, they're not kids. Surely they'll, you know, but anyway. So it's all done and dusted. Life's back to normal. We had Valentine's Day this weekend. So there was my husband, nowhere near. Did buy me the roses, which was really nice. And I moaned about the card. I had the cheek to moan about the card that he sent me. He obviously didn't look at it, and it was addressed to my girlfriend. And but he didn't even get a Valentine's card from me. He got a bar of whole nut, and I'd scribbled on a bit of kitchen roll, Happy Valentine's Day, because he left really early on Saturday morning, so I knew I wouldn't see him. And yeah, so I can't really moan really. So yeah, but I did mean to get him a Valentine's card, but it was pouring with rain. It would have got saturated because I'd gone out with my granddaughter because I'd been stuck in. Basically, since Wednesday, I'd been stuck in and had my granddaughter, so I just took her out to the farm. And then on the way back, we went to the shop and I thought, well, I hope they sell Valentine's cards. But yeah, it would have got soaked. So he never got a Valentine's card this year, but did get me roses and a card to his girlfriend. How lovely. But anyway, he thinks that's hilarious, you know. And normally I would like moan even more, but yeah, I can't really talk. But anyway, so life's back to normal. Which is lovely, and there haven't been any videos because I haven't really had anything to say, but obviously a lot to say now about the shoddy treatment I feel like I've had. But thank God that work that was done outside the house, that's not our responsibility. We don't have to pay for that. That is down to Wales. Are they called Wales and West? That's down to them, you know, because otherwise that would have been a nightmare. So that's something else to consider. So you get a new boiler, make sure that they check that, because they will just go for, oh, let's get this one. The worst thing I thought would be that they had to, because our boiler's enclosed in the kitchen, and I thought that we might lose a kitchen cupboard or something like that. But no, that wasn't the worst, you know. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see how long it is before the drive gets bricked up. They've already started filling it in, but the bricks are all there, and as my husband's a bricklayer, I mean, you know, I'm sure he could just pull them down himself, so I'm not that fussed about that. But it will be interesting to see how long it takes. They've said 5 working days, so we'll see. But anyway, that's it. A right moany old video. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and yes, always ask that question, is my gas pressure sufficient for the new boiler? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.